Hello and welcome to the Get Creative podcast, the podcast for creatives by creatives. I'm Evan Schmidt, and my guest today is Patrick Deneen. He's a world champion mogul skier and a two-time member of the US Olympic team. Hey Patrick, thanks for coming on the show today. Tell the audience a little bit more about yourself.
Hi Evan, thanks a lot for having me on the show. I am a two-time Olympian. I ski in the sport of freestyle mogul skiing. So we ski down moguls, hit a jump, ski down some more moguls, hit another jump, and then ski through a whole nother section of moguls. So on my top air, I normally do a cork 7 or a cork 10, and that's an off-axis either 2 rotations or off-axis for 3 rotations. And then I ski a bunch of moguls, go to the bottom air, and then I do either a big backflip or a cork 7, which would be two rotations off-axis. I've been in the sport for quite a while. I started skiing when I was 11 months old. My dad, being the competitive guy he is, was talking to all of his buddies, and they're telling him how they got their kids started at 2, they got their kids started a year and a half, and he said, you know what, I think I can beat all you guys. And so when I was born, he was like, all right, the time is just right, I can get this kid on skis at 11 months old. And so luckily, up at Snoqualmie Pass, they had an early snow year. He went up and graded a slope nice and flat for me to ski down. And then they sided the slopes with my mom, my grandparents, and as I skied down, they'd call my name, and I'd look at them, and that would be enough to turn my skis left and right. From there, I fell in love with the sport. I did some ski racing, and then really, really decided I wanted to be a freestyle mogul skier. I like the air, I like the fast pace of the sport. And it's been an amazing experience. It's taken me all over the world, and it's taken me to 2 Olympic Games, and it's just been an incredible experience for me.
So what comes to mind when the question, what's the most important thing you've learned in your career?
Well, there's lots and lots I've learned, but probably the most important thing I've learned is to train hard, but also train smart. And so it's the whole idea of work smart, not hard. But if you're going to be an elite athlete, no matter what you do, you're going to have to work really, really hard. And so what I've taken away from the sport is whatever you do in any aspect of your life, you need to work hard, but you need to also be thinking about what you're doing and working smart. In the sport of freestyle mogul skiing, and really at any athletics at the top level, every person out there is an amazingly gifted athlete, and everyone out there works incredibly hard. And so the way you're going to get an edge on people, at least in my sport, is you just have to train smarter than them. You have to make your runs that you're skiing on the mountain count more. You have to make your workouts in the gym count more than theirs, because they are working just as hard as you are, and the only way you're going to beat them is to work smarter than they are working.
Wow. And that's applicable for anything too. So what's next for you? What are you up to now?
I am really, really excited. This summer, I'm going to marry my longtime girlfriend. We've been engaged for about a year, so we're planning a pretty epic wedding out here. That's taken a lot of focus, and we're really, really excited because her visa just came through, which means she's going to be able to enter the country, and we'll get married, and that's an incredibly exciting thing for me to look forward to in the next few months here.
Nice. So, and then more skiing too?
Well, I'm still looking at if I'm going to ski for next year or not. We're coming up on the Olympics, but getting married, and I'm not sure if I'm going to concentrate on that or concentrate on skiing. It's a really big commitment as far as the training goes, and I'm going to have to look for the future between Ellie and I, and if I'm going to ski another year, or if I'm going to go ahead and move on with life and start our nice little life here in Cle Elum.
Yeah. And where can people find you if they want to follow the journey of Patrick?
My website is patrickdeneen.com, and that is the best place to find me.
All right. Well, Patrick, thanks for coming on the show today and getting creative with me.
Thanks for having me.
That's it for another episode of Get Creative. You can find more information about my guest in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe so that you get the next episode in your sleep, and please give the show a review. For more information about me, go to evanschmidt.com, follow me on Twitter and LinkedIn, and watch my vlog on YouTube where I share lessons that I've learned. Thank you for listening. Now go get creative.